Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're continuing with the halachot of halakat nerot. This is Siman Res Samech Gimel. The halacha states as follows: according to the Minhag Ashkenazim, that they already accept upon themselves Shabbat during the halakat nerot. If right now a woman would want to do a melacha afterwards, she would have to make a condition. Now, this condition does not have to be done with the mouth, but it has to be done. It could be done through her mind, and even when she's going to do this, it's not just enough that she has to say that not that she's going to do a melacha afterwards. It's that she's not accepting upon herself Shabbat during the time of Lakat Nirot. Now, even though according to the Sfaradim, we do not accept upon ourselves Shabbat with the Lakat Nirot, it is also proper to make this condition. And the condition is that even though they're lighting the candles now, they're not accepting upon themselves Shabbat whatsoever. Now, according to the Ashkenazim, this could only be done in a case of necessity. What does that mean? It's not just stam that a woman could just come and just light the candles and then she's going to make this condition and then she's going to do it afterwards. And that's why they don't do it every single time. Only mamash when it's a case of need, that's when it's going to be done, that the Ashkenazim will come and they'll make this condition. For Sfaradim, all the time it could be done. Technically, B'ikaradin, you don't even need to make this condition. But Nachon Lachmin, it's better to always make this condition, or you do it once a year, that you're never accepting upon yourself Shabbat with Lakat Nirot, and there you won't have a problem. What about a woman that she has to leave her house before Shekiyah? So in such a case, even according to the Minhag Ashkenazim, she's able to do so. Why? Because if right now she's going to leave the house, so therefore it's going to happen that again, as long as she's going to make this condition, and it's a one-off, that obviously is a case of necessity, so therefore it's going to be permitted. Or another way of doing it is that she would actually light the candle, or her husband will light the candles, or somebody else will accept the Shabbat, and she won't do it. There is a kula, which is actually brought down here, which is going to explain the halachot in another place, but he does say, if a woman has to go to a far-off place, and she has to travel by car, if she's the one that she's not driving herself the car, but somebody else is driving the car, so even if she does accept upon herself Shabbat, but Lakat Nirot, she's allowed to go into the car as long as she's not doing melacha, and she's only just sitting in the car. Now again, this is obviously in a case of necessity. He's going to bring down there exactly what are the reasons for this halacha, that it comes out that a woman, imagine, a woman has to go far away, they have to come, they're going to light the candles, then she's going to be driving, right? Again, she herself is not driving, she's passive. She just goes into the car, they open up the doors for her on both ways, and then they're just going to take her to the destination. She accepted upon herself Shabbat, even if she accepted upon herself Shabbat. But again, obviously it's better not to, but even if she would need to, she would be able to, and then she would be in the car, and then afterwards, right, again, we did learn the halakha, that when she comes back home, she still needs that the lights are still on in order to benefit from the candles. Because if not, you remember we mentioned that it's going to be a bracha v'tala, that if she's going to light the candles at home, and nobody will be home at all after nightfall, so therefore it's going to be a problem because the candles have to have an effect, right? They have to have something. Unless she had in mind electricity, and the electricity was going to be on the entire time, then it would have been okay, right? But other than that, a person should always make sure that they're benefiting from the light of the candles.